Hey, amazing viewers, welcome back to Universal Info 24, the go-to place for all things student life. Today, we're exploring a topic that hits close to home for many of us, the health challenges that students commonly face. From burning the midnight oil to navigating the maze of college life, it's no secret that health can take a back seat. But fear not. In this episode, we're uncovering 10 common health problems that students encounter, offering not just insights but practical tips to conquer these hurdles. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join our community. Now, let's embark on this journey of health awareness. Students in schools and colleges are susceptible to a host of health complications, some of which are communicable while others are contacted due to a bad lifestyle. Here we shed light on the 10 most common health complaints faced by students. Speaking of the symptoms and treatment to certain common diseases that students contact, these details can become a reference guide to common health problems faced by them on the campus. Once you are informed about the conditions of a particular complication, you as an educator will be able to lessen its severity in the beginning itself. The most common health problems faced by students. Number 1. The common cold. Common cold is one of main health issue that students face. Every person might have suffered from common cold at some or the other point in their lives. Symptoms of a common cold are 1. Repeated sneezing coupled with cough, 2. A sore and irritable throat, 3. A blocked nose. Students contact a common cold through touch or through inhaling. 1b. When you as a healthy student either touch the eyes or nose of the infected student or inhale the germs that spread while the diseased student sneezes, you can catch this common cold. Thus, it is the best to stay away from students with a running nose and wash hands repeatedly to avoid any sort of contact with the germs carrying the disease. This is a minor ailment that can get better within a few days. Number 2. Food poisoning. Diarrhea and vomiting accompanied by fever with chills are the symptoms that can disrupt the health of students who have either consumed uncovered or non-refrigerated food. Students who have consumed contaminated food will be at a high risk to develop these symptoms, which will also lead to a general body weakness coupled with unbearable headaches. Infected students also suffer from severe abdominal cramps. Dehydration is another striking symptom that needs to be controlled during food poisoning. It is important to administer clear fluids to all such students bearing the brunt of consuming contaminated food. While it is best to avoid solid foods, you should also keep away from dairy products, which can aggravate your diseased condition. Number 3. Influenza. Flu, caused by influenza viruses that affect the respiratory tract of the patient. Influenza, commonly called as flu, is a mild to severe illness that can affect the physical health of students. Predominantly high during the flu season between October and May. Students who contact flu have symptoms like 1. High temperature with a headache, 2. Running or blocked nose, 3. Dry cough with a sore throat, 4. Full body fatigue caused due to muscular aches, 5. Stomach complaints like diarrhea, vomiting or nausea. Infected students can transmit flu to healthy students when they either cough or sneeze. It is during such times that the infected air comes in contact with healthy students and infects them as well. Tagged as highly contagious conditions, students with flu should stay away from school for a minimum of 1 week or until all the above-mentioned symptoms subside completely. Prevention is better than cure. In line with this maxim, students can prevent or limit the spread of flu through flu vaccinations. Number 4. Sprains. Students may face injuries in their ligaments while playing games. A sprain, also called as the torn ligament, damages one or more ligaments that make up a joint. Students who sprain their legs, ankles, knees or wrists will experience severe pain accompanied by an inflammation. Unable to move the injured joint, a sprain can be very painful for students. While some of them are not so alarming sprains, there are sprains which might call for a surgery to fix them. Number 5. Bleeding nose. Nosebleeds are common health issues faced by students who have dry nasal membranes. This condition is common with students who pick their noses frequently. Picking the nose ruptures the blood vessels inside, causing your nose to bleed. Students who are on anti-allergic or decongestion medication can also experience nosebleeds, along with those who are susceptible to frequent colds and sinus issues. Frequent blowing of nose is another cause of nosebleeds. The best way to prevent a nosebleed is to ensure proper lubrication of the nasal passages, along with consciously avoiding picking the nose. Number 6. Meningitis. Another in-campus health issue faced by students is the spread of meningitis, a disease caused by bacteria or virus which infects the lining of the brain. Upon contact with this disease, the brain of the patient begins to swell, leading to a dangerous condition which can lead to death in severe cases. Given the fatality of this disease, it pays for the school administration to keep a watch on the following symptoms so as to take prompt and corrective action. 1. High fever accompanied by chills. 2. An unbearable headache accompanied by pain in the neck or a stiff neck. 3. A sore throat for vomiting and or nausea. 5. Constant feeling of drowsiness along with sensitivity to light or sound. 6. Rashes. Under severe conditions, the infected student can also experience seizures. Students who exhibit 3 or more of the above symptoms should immediately get medical help. Number 7. Strep throat. One of the most common bacteria that thrive on the skin of students is strep. Strep throat is a bacterial infection that disturbs the throat and tonsils of infected students. Tagged as a contagious disease that spreads through air when the infected student coughs, sneezes, or breathes. Following are the symptoms of strep throat. 1. A severe and all of a sudden sore throat. 2. High temperature above 101 degrees Fahrenheit. 3. Pain during swallowing. 4. Inflamed tonsils and lymph nodes. Number 8. Measles. Despite having a vaccination for measles, students on campuses contact this health complication. Here is the list of symptoms that you should watch out for in a patient. 1. A general feeling of sickness. 2. Face and body covered with patchy red rashes. 3. Red eyes. 4. Intolerance or sensitivity to light. Calling the doctor is the first thing you should do to help the infected student. Administering fluids is another means to counter the symptoms of measles while taking tablets if general body aches persist. Number 9. Chickenpox. While some students would have contacted chickenpox during their childhood, this condition affects others who have missed it during their early years. The symptoms of this health issue are: 1. Rashes which emerge as spots of 3 mm in the initial stages grow into irritable blisters all over the body. 2. Blisters can also show up on the scalp. 3. High temperature. This condition affects the palate, causing a discomfort to the patient while he is swallowing. Treatment includes the application of calamine lotion to soothe the burning sensation and itching caused by blisters. Tablets can be given to the infected student to ease him of fever and body pains. Number 10. Mononucleosis. Mono, Epstein-Barr, is the common human virus that causes mononucleosis, also called as mono. Students infected with this virus experience fever accompanied by a sore throat, along with fatigue. The physiological condition of inflamed lymph glands, spleen, or liver can help you detect the viral complication. It is best to keep the infected students away from playing contact games as this virus is spread through saliva. Mono is a condition that lives in the bodies of the infected patients for life, rarely causing any other health issues. All the above descriptions of health complications will help the management of schools and other educational institutions to not only understand the severity of the complication but also administer first aid. Alright guys, that wraps up our look at the 10 most common health problems faced by students. I hope this video was helpful and gave you some actionable tips for taking care of yourself. Remember, your health is your wealth, and it's the foundation for everything you do in life. So, don't be afraid to prioritize your well-being. Get enough sleep, eat healthy foods, exercise regularly, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. There are tons of resources available to support you, both on and off campus. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more real talk about student life. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.